Greetings, everybody. Welcome back to the Metal Command podcast. Tony here with you. And today's video is going to be an introduction for any of you who are new to the program, a little bit of a history lesson for those of you that have been listening to this show for a long time. And if you have been following me since the days of my radio show, this will be a trip through memory lane for all of you. But I'm going to discuss briefly the history of the program, my motivation for hosting this show, and my philosophy behind it. So first, let's start off with the history of the program itself. I started the show back in March of 1998. And my whole philosophy when I started this program, number one, I wanted to promote all of my favorite bands and favorite artists that have inspired me, throughout my entire life and still inspire me today. And the show originally was started as a thank you for the hard work that these musicians have put in to put out all these incredible albums and put out a lot of these incredible songs that not only have inspired me, but have inspired a lot of you. And I still have that philosophy to this day. This show really is the promotion of this music that I absolutely love and that a lot of you love. And that is something that is never going to change. A lot of the topics I discuss on this program, I do album reviews, I do interviews with bands, I talk about music industry stuff that not only affects fans, but also people that are in bands. And I'm really not afraid to discuss any kind of topic. And I will discuss things that musicians might say in the media, stuff that they may, talk about in the media that gets brought out into the metal media. And I have a very unfiltered approach to what I talk about, meaning that I don't sit here and kiss anybody's ass because I'm trying to gain favors from record labels or bands. I tell things as I see them, as they are, and I have a very unfiltered view on everything. So in other words, I'm not going to be, I'm not going to give a band a good review just to gain favor with the record label or, gain favor with that band just so I can get them to come on or support me to get clicks. So that is the philosophy behind the show. The other philosophy behind the show are the interviews. Now, I have interviewed tons of bands. I probably have done close to probably over 600 or 700 interviews between the radio show and obviously the podcast. Number one, I have the philosophy that I do not conduct interviews. What I do is I have conversations. And there is a big difference. Like I don't do a structured interview process like you would hear on the radio or see on TV. I like to have conversations. I like to allow the bands to not only come on here and have fun talking about, anything they want to talk about, but I like to allow them to tell their story without cutting them off, without asking them any kind of loaded questions. If they say something controversial, I don't ask something to try to corner them and make them look bad. I don't do that kind of crap. I like to have a conversation and I like to have fun doing it. And I want the bands that come on this program to have a great experience being here. So my other philosophy behind my interviews is when I touch on older albums and I talk about them, I like to bring in segments from old interviews that I may have done 20 years ago or 15 years ago or 10 years ago or whatnot. I like to revisit some of those every now and then. And that is also a lot of fun. And I've noticed a lot of people have also written me or messaged me that they want me to continue to do this. So again, this program is all about my love for this music. This program is all about my thank you to all of the great bands and artists that have created this music that has inspired myself and all of you. And that is what the Metal Command Show is all about. So again, if you like what you see and hear on this program, by all means, please subscribe to the channel. Hit that little bell to be notified anytime I do post any kind of content. And if you follow the show on any other form of social media or a streaming service, by all means, give the show a like and a follow there. And if you like what's discussed here, hey, you know what? Tell your friends about it. So with that being said, thanks for watching. I hope you stick around. Stay metal.